Oh, what's going on, people? Welcome to Happy Lies, Sad Truth, sponsored by Boss 3 and T Clothing and Dr. Green's Holistic and Wellness. Get high the healthy way. Well, anyway, tonight we gonna discuss the movie we watched Thursday, Scarface. Nobody had the same, I guess, thought process as me as far as the Happy Lie and Sad Truth. But I'm a speak on a lot of stuff that a lot of people said. Anyhow, oh man, how y'all doing tonight? Everybody good? Ooh, that's that little soda, that strawberry edition. Almost wasted that on my pants. Let me see. What we got going on over here? Y'all gotta bear with me for a hot second. I'm kind of new to this. I'm sure I'll get to it though. I'm sure I'll get to it. Mm, I don't know. Anyhow, how y'all doing tonight, man? I don't know what happened there. We had some technical difficulties, but guess what? We gonna get it done. We gonna get it done, people. Believe that. We gonna get it done. One way or another. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. Welcome to Happy Lies, Sad Truth, sponsored to you by Dr. Greens and Dr. Greens Holistic and Wellness. And see me trying not to drop the weird shit on my soup. And Boss 3 and T Clothing. All right. So my Happy Lies, Sad Truth for Scarface is success is always a straight line to the top. Meaning, they tell you, you become successful, you be at the top of your game. Da, da, da. But what they don't tell you is the sad truth. The sad truth is the climb to the top is riddled with failures, sacrifices, and self doubts. You know what I mean? And that's a fact. And I don't care if it's legal or illegal. But the illegal aspect of it, like Scarface, he came to America. He was like, man, if I'd have came here 10 years ago, I'd be a billionaire already. Because he was willing to do anything to get there. You seen in the beginning, he was working in the taco spot or the Cuban little restaurant. He was just like, look, man, you gotta get us there, man. Yeah, when he got the opportunity, he didn't run off on the plug. He could have took the work and the money, or he could have gave him back the money and kept the work. He gave him the work and the bread. Chi, get the Yale. Yeah. Gave him the work and the bread. And what did the boy do? Put him straight in the game. Put him straight in the game. Now, by no means am I glorifying that movie, because that movie screwed over all the black ghettos. That's when it really started getting for real. When they brought that cocaine in there, man. I mean, in LA, it was already, the little street wars, minor, what I'm saying? Like, I mean, people still get murdered, but not like that. And it was mainly a fighting thing, because really the beefs that started all the beefs in LA is what? The A-Trains in the 60s. So they was, it was that's another story, man. But I'm just saying, at that time, it was just the people that got along with them and the people that got along with them. You know what I mean? Got along with the other ones. But when that cocaine came in and people started getting that bread, You got to think. You couldn't be no sucker and get no money back then. You was a buster. You couldn't just get no bread. The vultures is coming, and they are not stopping. You're going to give it up. You're going to get down and lay down, period. So, by no means am I glorifying it. But you got to think, how confused was our mind, or warped was our minds when we got to look at it like this. Tony killed his partner for dating his girl. Now, when I was young, dating his sister. When I completely agree with that. I was like, that's who told him. He told him, she not for you, Manny. You know what I'm talking about? But he did the right thing. Now, as you get older, you realize you did the right, because you got to look at it. You don't want your homeboy dating your sister because you know how scandalous your homeboy is. But if you do date my sister, you better be marrying her. He did the ultimate. The only foul thing he did was went behind his back. The appropriate thing would have been to do is to get at your partner like, look, man, I know you know I'm scandalous as fuck. You know what I'm talking about when it comes to females, but I'm in love with your sister and I'm going to marry her. And you marry her. A dude can't be mad at that. He can be mad if you cheat on his sister, make his sister cry. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of cats be like I used to be. You know, I don't want my sister to date none of my homeboys. The cold thing about that is, it's just like a child, especially if it's your little sister. It's just like telling her you don't want her. You don't want her. It's just like telling her to do it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, seriously. You know what I mean? But we glorified that, like, oh, or they. I don't know if they, it's like they make, because I'm trying to see how do people 4,000 miles away have the same thought process, because they're cracking when that movie came out, and it's like they did it as a plan, because you got to think they let that movie play for a couple of years, then they banned it. Think about it. If you're old enough, think about it. They banned it. Then right. Because I remember Blockbuster was closing on Manchester, and I went in there to get Scarface because everything was like 80% off. It was like, we can't say, we know that, don't nobody do that. And then I guess what year did they put it back out? I guess when it's streaming started, you can get it. And then they flooded it again. I think they flooded it again with the intentions of that generation doing what that other generation, but they not bred like that. And the consequences clear. You know what I mean? So, you know, but I don't want to get it nowhere confused that I'm glorifying the movie. Let's see. And then we had a few sad truths and happy lies that I liked. Let me see. I wrote them down. Let me see. I had a few that I liked. They in my notes. See, they put these on there, but I don't know. Maybe y'all can help me. This one right here, I just like the happy line and sad truth. Say, love heals all wounds. Sad truth, some wounds never fully heal, but learning to live with them is its own form of strength. I don't know where, I don't know. Maybe I should have told people to put the section of what they talking about in there, because I don't have time to be, back and forth, back and forth. You know what I mean? But no form of my glorifying it, but you got to think. That's the conditions that a lot of us, especially in my generation, grew up in. You can tell your daddy and uncles can tell you all kind of go to school, get a job. What? The little partner around the corner, man, spent 50 yesterday, and you got to think $50, $100 back then was a lot of money, man. So I could take this $50, make 100 in an hour. Take that $100, make 200 in an hour. So you talking about in 4 hours, I can make more money than my mama and daddy combined made all month. And then all I got to do is sneak out the window and go on 84th place when my daddy go to sleep. Man, is you out your mind? the Daytons and the loud music and the fly and well, I ain't really, we wore khakis and t-shirts. But my point is, they dropped that shit in our community and we went crazy, man. We went crazy. Hey, look, especially the older when I was younger. So, man, so it's not a glorification, but it's a reality, man. And the happy lie to that is, man, the happy lie to that I can say to that about what I was just discussing is when you having your paper, man, the streets is fun. Hey, when you having your paper, man, the streets is fun. You can the way the people in the neighborhood treat you, the motherfuckers at the store, the grocery store, the gas station, the little homies, the broads. Then when your name get to cracking, the bartenders and all, man, it's beautiful, man. That's the happy lie. That's why so many of y'all chasing it because motherfuckers ain't telling y'all the sad truth. The sad truth to it, your ass going to prison. Your ass going to prison, or you're gonna get murdered. And the cold thing about getting murdered is 97.9% of the time you're gonna get murdered by a nothing ass dude, a motherfucker that ain't never had no paper. And even if he gets your paper, he gonna fuck it off in less than a month. That's the reality. Period. Either you gonna go to prison, you're guaranteed to go to prison, or your ass gonna snitch. You're gonna snitch on some niggas. And then you still gonna be in prison. You're gonna be in prison, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing. You ain't gonna be able to fuck with none of the people that you used to be able to fuck with. You ain't gonna be able to get no paper. You ain't nobody fucking with you when they know your ass telling. Or you gonna get murdered 95% of the time by somebody you had love for, somebody that you done paid their bills, looked out for. Yeah. Or you gonna go to prison for killing a nothing ass nigga for trying to rob you. That is the reality. All you gotta do is do your homework, man. All you gotta do is do your homework. Think about this. A lot of us glorify them gangsters, the old gangsters. A lot of us glorify like El Chapo. Uh, uh, shit, name them. Shit, I can't even. It must not be meant for me to say a lot of them, but all them gangsters that you glorify, all them motherfucking balling ass niggas from them days, balling ass dudes from them days. How many of them still balling? Or better yet, how many of them still balling off that bread? I don't know none. I know some that's balling still, that's rich now, but off legal business. You know what I'm saying? I know some that tough that shit. I guarantee you, ask the boy Big Meech. Ask him would he rather give back them 20, get them 20 some years back, or do what he just did. I guarantee you want them 20 years, man. Period. None of this shit is worth it because at the end of the day, everybody love the streets. The streets don't love nobody. I don't give a fuck what side of the fucking street you on. If you jump that porch and choose them streets, the streets don't love you. Everybody love the streets. The streets don't love nobody, and they undefeated. Them options is the only options you got. Period, man. Bottom line, I ain't gonna hold y'all. We're not gonna have them long out speeches. But thank y'all for tuning in, and don't forget, get at Dr. Green's Holistic and Wellness. On Instagram, it's DAKTERGREN. Get high the healthy way, man. They got the Kool-Aid, hot sauce, barbecue sauce, Italian salad dressing. And follow our other, I just got me a new suit today. Our other sponsors, Boss 3 and T Clothing, big on successful stuff clothing. When you get the sweatsuit come with everything. Come in a proper box. Yeah, it come with everything. Let's see, it come with the t-shirt, the pants, and the jacket. And mind you, these are the original sweatsuits. Once these gone, this is the last shipment that they just got. So once this shipment gone, it ain't even been finished inventory yet. Once this shipment comes, the original sweatsuits is no more. I guess we're gonna do a special order or something. But for the most part, yeah, them is a wrap. Yeah. But they still got the cashmere like this one I got on. That with the navy blue and gray and the red and gold. But at any rate, tap in next week. And the movie for Thursday is The Wolf of Wall Street. And remember, if you was where you couldn't watch it on YouTube, you still gotta subscribe on YouTube, regardless, to even be considered in the $100 giveaway. But if you couldn't watch it on YouTube, you can go to X because Elon ain't tripping. Yeah, he ain't tripping. He letting the whole movie go through. And bottom line, it's easy to watch on your own. But I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have the movie every Thursday. But like I said, man, it's Kool-Aid bomb. Just a little soda edition, strawberry. When I asked him what kind of flavor, he said strawberry. Man, I was like, I ain't never even had strawberry cool. I ain't for real. But that was my dude, man. Man, he was different and shit. But at any rate, get high the healthy way and follow big on successful stuff clothing. And remember, if it ain't ice white, it ain't right.